Let's talk tongue scrapers. Hi, I'm Dr. Joe Nemeth. I'm a periodontist in Southfield, Michigan, and today I want to talk about the benefits of tongue scrapers and how you can use them to remove the bacteria that cause bad breath. We actually will review a few brands so you can start scraping away bad breath today. And actually, we have someone who's been using several different kinds who we can and plan to interview and tell us more about her take on them. So this is an example of a tongue scraper. It's got a firm, sometimes a very hard edge that's meant to remove the film from the back of the tongue, which is generally where the bacteria lodge that cause bad breath. This is an interesting tongue scraper. You need two hands to use it. The problem is sometimes if you're a gagger, this takes up a lot of space and it can go very far back, and if you're a gagger, it can be a bit of a problem. You may like it. It's got copper, which supposedly is antibacterial also, so it's a viable possibility. And this is Copper Tongue Scraper by Master Medi. But I kind of like it. I think I could use it for cooking of some kind. This is a tongue scraper by Basic Concepts, and it's similar to this one, but I actually kind of like this. It seems as though it has a wider surface and can remove perhaps a little bit more of the film at one time than this one. And I kind of like this one. I like the feel of it, and I think it will do a good job. This is the Aura Brush Tongue Scraper. So let's take a look at this one. It has a combination, actually, of the firm edge, which we've seen on these other tongue scrapers, and it sort of has a little brush also. It has a nice long handle. So if you want to reach really far back on your tongue, it probably will work very well for you. It's not so wide, so you may have to scrape a little bit more, but it does have a bit of an angle, so that may also be helpful. So one of my colleagues has used this, and he likes it very much because primarily of the bent angle, which enables him to get back to the back part of his tongue more effectively. So this is a tongue scraper by CBM Pro. I'm not quite sure how it's pronounced. Actually, they come in different colors, and they come two to a package. And this is a interesting tongue scraper. It feels a little flimsy because it's plastic and not all metal, but I think it's actually very good, and someone who reviews these for me has been using it or has some thoughts about it anyway, which you're going to hear more about. It's fairly wide. It's not as long as it might be. I think if it were a little bit longer, it could be better to reach further back. But it does have a double edge. It has one here and another one here, so that if you have an excess of film, you will have two areas that can collect the film from the back of your tongue. And I think a lot of it's really going to depend on your individual preferences. You know, for some people, you may really want to have something that's bent that you can really reach far back with. Others may want to have something that's wider. And there are some people that I think feel this has a great advantage, and I think Olivia may be one of those. And Olivia is a scrupulous tongue scraper. She does it every day. It's very important to her. And let's hear what Olivia has to say about some of the tongue scrapers that we've seen today.
So hi, I'm Olivia. I do a lot of the bad breath treatments with Dr. Nemeth. So tongue scraping is something that I've been experimenting with for a few years. And I actually primarily use the tongue sweeper, which I really, really like. But it wasn't until I saw this one that I thought this would be great because, as Dr. Nemeth mentioned, if you do have heavy film buildup on your tongue, this dual scraper would be able to catch any residual that might have fallen off of this one.
So Olivia, what's the usefulness of the double blade on this tongue scraper?
For some people like myself who might have heavy biofilm in their tongue, especially in the morning, this first scraper is going to get that initial part, and then anything that's left over, the second scraper is going to pick up. So if there's any bacteria that maybe has fallen over, the second scraper, so you're going to get actually a more effective clean with one sweep than you would versus one sweep off of a singular head. So that's kind of cool. I think that the metal tongue scrapers are the best, especially when you're trying to get back towards the back of the tongue, because you're not having any of that flex, and they do a great job. You can even put them in the dishwasher to get a quick sterilization. So that's a part I like about it too.
As I look these over, I would probably select this one. It's metal. It's got a nice wide surface. It feels good. It's shaped very comfortably for your hand and your thumb. And I kind of like this one. This one is very interesting, but you talked about a problem with this one.
Yeah, so I am one of those people that I have a sensitive gag reflex, and when I'm trying to really get back there, I might not be able to put enough pressure to get to the back of my tongue without activating that gag reflex. So I just don't feel like I get as an efficient clean with this kind of dual-handed model as I do with a singular-handed model tongue scraper.
Now you've had some exposure to the wonderful world of tongue scrapers. Different strokes for different folks. As I said, I kind of like this one myself. Olivia seems to like this one better. We'd love to hear from you. Comments, questions, subscribe to our YouTube channel. Remember, if your mouth's not healthy, you are not going to be as healthy as possible. So, healthy mouth, healthier body. Take care.
Okay.
Restore your smile and your health. Visit drnemeth.com to schedule your appointment today.